UTT presents How to Play Poker. Here to demonstrate is your dealer, Hunter Bennett.
Oh, sorry, didn't see you guys there. My name's Hunter Bennett, and today I'm going to go over the basics of playing poker. First, we'll start with the general hands, which is how you win a game of poker. You have the highest hand. We'll start from high hand to low hand. And the first hand is the royal flush. Which consists of all of the high cards in the deck. They're all the same suit and they're all in order, numerical order. There you go. That's the best hand you can get in poker. Okay, move on to our second hand here, which is the straight flush, which is similar to the royal flush, but it's just all the cards of the same suit in numerical order, but they're not like high, they're not royal cards, which would make them a royal flush, obviously. Okay. And our third hand, still in order from greatest to least, is four of a kind, which is pretty self-explanatory. In this case, it is 4 nines. There you go. Yeah, that's a pretty easy one to figure out. Okay, and next hand, full house, which most people probably heard of this. Has nothing to do with Bob Saget. And that is 3 similar cards and 2 similar cards. And that's what a full house is. The next one is a flush, which, royal flush, straight flush, but a flush is just all cards with the same suit. In this case, they're all hearts. Okay, our next one is a straight, which is just cards in numerical order. Doesn't matter what the suit is, they're just, they're all in numerical order, and that's what a straight is. Okay. The next one's 3 of a kind. Once again, self-explanatory. Three jacks in this case. Okay, the next one is 2 pair. Again, the name sort of denotes, what the hand's going to look like. You got 2 tens, 2 deuces. And then your second to least powerful hand is just going to be a pair, which in this case, 2 kings. Boom, that's 1 pair. And if all else fails, you can win with high card, which basically if no one in the game has like a suitable hand, then the winner is just the one with the highest card of numerical value, basically. Like, an ace would be your highest, followed by king, queen, jack 10, all the way down. It's pretty much the basics of the hands you're going to experience. After the commercial, we'll go over details. Thanks.
I really wish palettes could clean themselves. Acrylic dries way too fast. I swear it's a conspiracy.
Well, why don't you just use Easy Clean palettes?
Oh, wow.
Good evening and welcome back. Now that we've covered the basics of poker, mainly the hands, we're going to go into a specific type of poker called Texas Hold'em, and I'll explain the main setup of that. Start with, I would be the dealer in this case. Everyone gets 2 cards, so if I'm playing, then I get 2 cards. I get to look at my cards, no one else. I got 2 9s. And at this point, you would put in something called an ante, actually before you even get your cards. It's going to be like your smallest denomination. You're going to throw that in there for the bet. And the next thing that's going to happen is called the flop, and that's when the dealer puts down the 3 cards that you're going to play off of. So the main point of Texas Hold'em is, like I've showed everyone with the hands, it's poker, but you're going to play off of what the dealer puts down instead of just your hand. So start out with these 2 cards. The dealer's going to put 3 cards down first. It's called the flop, and then you get to decide if you're going to put in more, based on what you have. Everyone figures out if they're going to put in more. So say, like I have 4 9s right now. That's looking pretty good. So I'm going to want to throw in a little bit more here. And okay, so after that, dealer's going to put down 1 more card. I decide. Everyone in the group is going to decide. Someone may drop out because they don't have a good hand. Someone may, have a potentially good hand like I do right now. So they're going to keep going, maybe throw in some more, maybe, throw in the stakes a little bit, maybe a lot, And then the next thing the dealer is going to do is throw down 1 more card. So there's 5 cards right here, and then you're going to play off of your 2 cards, and you're going to try to make the best hand consisting of 5 cards that you can out of what you have. So you're going to look at your cards, you're going to look at these 3. Basically the best thing to do in this would just go with 2 pair, with 9 and 9. There's not really much else you can do. But in a lot of cases that'll win you the game. And a lot of big factor of poker is bluffing, making it look like you have a bigger hand than you actually do in order to, sort of bully everyone out of the game. Okay, so that's the main setup there, and play one more example game right quick. Some people actually care about shuffling. I don't at all. Obviously, some people get fancy with it, but okay, so like we've learned about, let's do this in practice. 2 cards. Check out my cards. 2 and a 10. Throw in my ante. I'm gonna want to throw in a little bit more just because they're both hearts. That's a good sign. Dealer puts down 3 cards. Oh, look at that. That's 2 hearts right there. I have a chance of having a flush. As we've talked about. So, all right. I'm gonna want to throw in a little bit more here on the next one before the dealer puts in the 4th card. All right, 4th card doesn't really help me out much. I'm still looking at trying to get all hearts is pretty much my only play right here. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the last card here. Oh, look at that, it's another heart. I have a, look at that. And that's what I want to play here, is my flush of all hearts. And that would probably, I would have a good chance of winning the game with that hand. Like, not always, but a decent chance. And so anyways, I hope you guys learned. I went through the basics of everything. I went through, all this. Now we know all of our suits. We know all of our hands that we're trying to get. We know Texas Hold'em, the basic parameters of that. And hopefully with that information, you can play a seemingly productive round of poker. And I hope that's what the audience can get out of this presentation today. Hope everyone's had a good time. Keep it real.